Hi, and welcome back to my Citizen channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And we're going over again today to look at the Benjamin Mendy Louis Saha Matturie trial at Chester Crown Court. We're up to day 44, 23rd of November 2022. Please, if you are new to the channel, it's all things mainly football. Of course, we have an interest in this case as well, so a little bit different. So please join us, press that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. Great to have you on board. Spread the word. And of course, if you can, obviously a lot of people watch this these court proceedings. If you just press that little button, that little like button, you make an old City fan very happy. It's nice to know you're out there and appreciating it. Thank you very much. On my behalf, if you can do that for me. Right, to summarise, yes, Mr. Mendy, 28, is accused of 7 counts of rape against 4 women, 1 count of attempted rape and 1 count of sexual assault. The offences are alleged to have taken place at his Cheshire home between October 2018 and August of last year, relating to 7 women in total. Mr. Matturie from Eccles, Salford, is accused of 6 counts of rape and 3 counts of sexual assault relating to 7 women. Judge Stephen Everett resides at Chester Crown Court, and my thanks as ever to the Manchester Evening News timeline and their court reporter, certainly up to the lunchtime break today, is Andrew Bardsley. If there's any change, I will let you know. Judge Stephen Everett, due to resume his summing up of the evidence. The jury hears about the issue of potential compensation claims. As you know, the police are not aware of any compensation claims, the judge said. DCC had in fact checked their computer systems and there was nothing on their system. The judge said the police reported they would not be aware if someone had contacted a solicitor. Nobody has said, yes, I have applied for compensation. Don't speculate, he tells the jurors. The judge is reminding jurors of the evidence regarding woman 10. She alleges that she was raped twice by both Mr. Mendy and Mr. Matturie on the same occasion in August of last year. Woman 10 alleges she was vaginally and orally raped by Mr. Mendy in an office at his home in Cheshire. She also claims that she was raped by Mr. Matturie in the cinema room at Mr. Mendy's home, as well as the flat in Manchester. Both deny her allegations. Mr. Mendy says he accepts he had oral and vaginal sex with woman 10, but that it was consensual. Mr. Matturie also accepts having sex with her, but also says it was consensual. The judge then reminds jurors of the allegations of woman 11, who claims she was raped by Mr. Matturie on the same date in August of last year. Mr. Matturie drove her to a shop near Mr. Mendy's home to buy vodka. She claims she fell asleep during the journey and was woken by Mr. Matturie winding down the seat after pulling up on a side road. She claims she was too scared to do anything and pretended to be asleep, while she alleges that she was being raped by Mr. Matturie. Mr. Matturie denies her allegations. His case is that she was instigating sexual contact and that she gave him oral sex. He says they stopped in a car park of a shop, not on the side road, and they had brief consensual sex. Judge Everett is now going on to more detail, reminding jurors of the evidence of woman 10. He says that woman 10 claimed Mr. Mendy locked the door from the inside before she alleges she was raped. Woman 10 said she had taken cocaine and drank champagne and vodka that night and claimed she was not in a fit state to say yes or no to sex. The jury are being reminded of her allegations against Mr. Matturie. After he allegedly raped her at Mr. Mendy's home, they got in a taxi to an apartment in Manchester. She claims she asked to be dropped off at a friend's house, but that Mr. Matturie refused. Woman 10 said she was adamant she was not going to take her clothes off, but later took off her skirt as part of the clothing was pissing her off. Jurors are being reminded that woman 10 gave an interview to police telling them that she had had no sexual contact with Jack Grealish, who had been at Mr. Mendy's home that night. She said there had been nothing about his behaviour to cause her concern, the judge says. Woman 10 said there had been no discussion of contraception with Mr. Mendy, only a text from him the next morning in which he asked her not to forget to take the morning after pill. At 12:30 p.m, the judge left the court for their lunch break. At 1:40 p.m, the jury returned and the judge continued to sum up the evidence in the trial. After reminding jurors of the evidence of woman 10, the jury had taken through the route to verdict, the questions they will have to ask when they retire to consider their verdicts in relation to that complainant. She alleges that both men raped her twice. The first question jurors will consider is, are we sure Benjamin Mendy intentionally penetrated the vagina of woman 10? The jury said they would likely agree the answer is yes, as Mr. Mendy accepts they had sex, but his case is that it was consensual. The second question is, are you sure that woman 10 did not consent? The jury is told that if the answer is no, the verdict will be not guilty. If the answer is yes, the third question would be, are you sure that Benjamin Mendy did not reasonably believe that woman 10 consented? If they are not sure, the verdict would be not guilty. If they were sure, the verdict would be guilty, the judge says. The judge says the questions will be the same for the counts they are considering in relation to Mr. Matturie. The judge is now reminding jurors about the evidence of woman 11 who claimed she was raped by Mr. Matturie. They had gone to buy vodka from a shop near Mr. Mendy's home. Woman 11 alleges that Mr. Matturie parked the car on a side road and she kept her eyes closed during the alleged attack. She said she was drunk and she realised Mr. Matturie was reclining on the seat of the car. I can't recall all the details, but I know what he did, she said. The jurors are told woman 11 texted a friend the next morning saying she had had sex with Jack Grealish. She denied that she was boasting about this, the judge says. The judge again goes through the routes of verdicts they will consider for this count. Their first question will be, are we sure Louis Sahart Matturie intentionally penetrated the vagina of woman 11? The judge says the answer will likely be yes, as Mr. Matturie accepts they had sex, but his case is that it was consensual. The second question is, are you sure that woman 11 did not consent? The jury are told that if the answer is no, the verdict will be not guilty. If the answer is yes, the third question would be, are you sure that Louis Sahart Matturie did not reasonably believe that woman 11 consented? If they are not sure, the verdict will be not guilty. If they were sure, the verdict will be guilty, the judge says. At 1:59 p.m, the trial was adjourned until Monday, the 28th of November. So we'll be back then. Let us know your comments, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. Until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.